Just to give y'all a heads up, this thing wasn't as clean as it is now. And today's lesson is the same as it was when I gutted my friend Jeanette's computer. Clean your computers, y'all. Clean them, hit them with some dust, air in the can, a leaf blower, something, because it does affect your performance. I mean, outside of this thing being as old as it is. What's up, everybody? It's PJ the Great. I hope you're having a super beautiful day. And if you're new here, I do videos just like this as well as ADHD tips. So if that sounds like your jam, consider subscribing. And to all my returning subscribers, what's up, great ones? Welcome back. All right, so today's video is not going to be about this. Well, partially. This is my friend Davy's computer, and you know, I did a video that was dedicated for him, the $330 Amazon gamer build. That video was for him so that he would know what kind of parts to pick up to get himself started in gaming and be able to upgrade in the future as he saw fit. And that time has come. He has pretty much bought everything that was on that Amazon list. And if you want to check out that video, I will link it right up here. He's pretty much bought everything that I recommended with the exception of the CPU. He's gonna hold out on the CPU because he wants to get something better. Still Ryzen, but he wants to get something maybe like a Ryzen 5 1600 AF. He missed the opportunity to pick one up for $85. They sold out, but now they're back and they're $104. But he's probably gonna wait until like Amazon Prime days or maybe Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But he wants to go the separate CPU, GPU route. So with the parts that he has now, we could still get him up and gaming for the time being with a little assistance from this guy right here. So this has somewhat something to do with his almost ready for prime time gaming PC build. All right, so here are all the parts that he has so far. And that little bit of help that I was telling you about, that's going to get him up in gaming right now until he's ready to pick up his Ryzen processor. And I believe he's going with or the 5600 XT. This is my mom's old Athlon 200 GE APU. Now with this here, this will be able to get him up and running. It has a built-in video card, Vega 3 graphics, and he'll be able to game on this without any issues. He'll have to lower the settings, you know, like I mentioned in previous videos, to like 720p low settings, but at the end of the day, he'll be gaming. And I told him that he can use this for as long as he wants until he's ready to upgrade. And another great thing about this too is that when you do pair this up with a pretty decent mid-range graphics card, you will get some good performance out of it. I know it's only 2 cores and 4 threads, but if you're pairing it with something like the 5600 XT, which he's looking at, he's going to see some really good performance. So he'll be able to get the graphics card first and then worry about the Ryzen processor a little bit later down the line. Motherboard that we're going to throw it in, this is the Pro Series. And this is a A320M Pro Max, and this is from MSI. I recommended an A320M motherboard because it was a lot cheaper than picking up a B450, and the B550 series isn't out yet. And I typically would recommend this motherboard or an A320 motherboard to people who are not interested in overclocking, and he's not interested in overclocking. I just feel like picking up a B450 or X470, X570, B550, so on and so forth. Getting those type of motherboards when you know you're not going to do any type of overclocking whatsoever in the future, I feel like is a waste of coin. Unless you can get a really good deal on a B450 motherboard or the upcoming B550s, then I say, yeah, go ahead, grab it. Why not? But if you can get one of these for like really cheap and you know you're not going to overclock, highly suggest it. That's what I threw in my mom's Hello Kitty build, because I was not going to be doing any overclocking for her because she doesn't need it. And we have the RAM. We have a 16 gigabyte kit, 2 sticks of 8 gigs. This is 3000 megahertz CL16 RAM from Oloy. And I did a review on Oloy RAM. If you want to check that out, I'll link it right up here. I believe in this brand because I have it in baby blue right now and it's been running like a charm. So I recommended that he go this route as well. It has a different casing on it than the ones that I purchased for myself, but I believe it's going to perform and perform well. 3000 megahertz is more than enough. This processor says it can only handle 2666, but I think we can get it up to 3000 anyway. And then when he moves on to Ryzen, 3000 will be just fine in my personal opinion. 2 sticks, 16 gigabytes, more than enough for gaming. The SSD that I recommended is this is the SU635, and I also did a review on this, and I didn't really do it justice in that video. I'll link it right up here if you want to check it out, because I installed it at the time in a SATA 2 system, so it didn't really show its true performance. I installed that one, the one that I had, into my friend Jeanette's PC, and it performs amazingly in a SATA 3 machine. So I suggested that Davey pick up this, and he picked it up. It was either this or the Kingston, but I like the ADATA better than the Kingston. And if you pick these up too, it comes with migration software for free. So that's a pretty sweet deal. And it also comes with monitoring software, so you can monitor the health of your SSD and update its firmware. And last but not least, I also recommended this Thermaltake Smart Series power supply. This is a 80 plus rated, it's 80 plus white. And in my opinion, anything 80 plus is going to be great as far as efficiency and power. Of course, bronze, gold, and titanium, and those are a lot better, but white is still to be very efficient. I have one of these in my mom's Hello Kitty build, 500 watts, and the Toasty Bros actually recommends this one and builds a lot using these power supplies as well. He got the 600 watt version, which I think is pretty cool and pretty wise, considering the fact that he's really not going to run into any limitations depending on what type of graphics card he picks up. The 5600 XT, 600 watts, more than enough, he'll be ready to rock. Okay, and then I was showing you his old Dell computer there, and what we're going to do with that one there after we've dusted it out is I'm going to yank out the 2 hard drives that he has in there. He wants those into his new build, so I'm going to yank them out, install them into the new build. And he has a DVD burner on it, and ironically it's a Light Scribe DVD burner. He wants that, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that into the build as well. Another thing that he was looking at that he hasn't purchased yet is what he's considering his dream case. It's one of those cases that you can mount on your wall. He's not going to buy one, he's actually going to build it himself, and he hasn't gotten around to doing that yet. So we're going to throw this into a temporary case. Can you guess which case? Now, if anyone guessed that we'll be throwing it into this case, then you're either really smart or you watch my videos a lot. This is going to be the 3rd time that I built in this case. Now, don't run away. Don't go, don't click off the video. This will be the last time that I build in this case, because I am going to give this to him to use for as long as he wants until he can get his dream case built. And when he does, I don't want it back. I really don't want it back, because all I'm going to do is build in it, look at it, like it, and then find an excuse to gut it again. So this is his, and he can keep it. Okay, so we've gone over all the parts in our building strategy for this almost ready for prime time gaming PC. So why don't we just go ahead and get right into the build montage. Lego.
Personal, I ain't lying, I ain't hiding, I've been grinding, multiplying. I've been trying to get my weight up, staying prayed up, meditating and taking time away. You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning. I'm writing rhymes in the kitchen, soaking in moments we live in, yeah. You got the nerve to be on me, faking your life for the IG. If you got my number, don't add me, cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus. Baby, don't check for me. Taking time out to be.
Alright, so the build is complete. Here it is. Davy's build is complete. And the one thing different that I did with this case that I haven't done before in the past, I was able to fit 2 hard drives in here, 2 HDDs, along with the SSD that he picked up. The 2 HDDs that came from his old PC, I was able to fit into the bay that has the HDD in there from like originally when this computer was built by HP, and then there's a slot where the DVD drive would have went. I put the second HDD there because for the life of me I could not get that DVD burner out of his old Dell computer. I couldn't get it out of there. I don't know what these companies do when they put their parts into their OEM builds, but they put them in there in a way that they don't want you to take them out or tamper with them. And typically I'm able to figure it out and get it out of there, but I could not figure it out. It is built. The almost ready for prime time gaming PC is ready to go. I didn't do any benchmarks on this because you guys and gals have seen this build before with the Hello Kitty build and my friend Jeanette's build. It's pretty much the same thing. The only thing that's different is Davey has 16 gigabytes of 3000 megahertz RAM, whereas they had only 8 gigabytes. So pretty much the same thing. I'm suspecting that the benchmarks would have been exactly the same, but like I said, this will be enough to get him started with gaming at 720p low settings, and then eventually down the line when he picks up that 5600 XT, he'll be able to pair it with this Athlon 200 GE and get a lot better performance than what he's getting with the internal graphics. And then that also gives him a little bit of time to wait and decide which Ryzen processor he'll want to upgrade to. So this was a fun build, and this is like bidding adieu to this old HP case. I am not going to build in this case anymore. This is the last and final build, and I'm glad it's going to a home that is really going to appreciate it and not gut it like within like a week or two. Hey, if you like this video, do me a favor and give it a big old thumbs up. But if you hated it, you can give it a thumbs down. But no matter what you do, don't forget to click that subscribe button and click the bell right next to it so you'll be notified every time I upload new videos. And yeah, like I said, this was a really fun build. I'm glad that I'm able to get Davey started into PC gaming. And until I see you in the next video, this is PJ the Great saying Audi 5000G.
You always posting up pictures, trying to look like you winning.
Now, what is the next build going to be?
'cause baby, I'm on hiatus. I'm on hiatus.